Chapter 26. "Is that a midget? Or is it a dwarf?" asked an excited voice, forgetting all about manners and discretion. The question came from a male teen sitting next to his mother as they patiently waited in the ER. "I can't tell the difference," said the mother. Both parent and son watched a petite woman dressed in a miniature white lab coat and shockingly small blue scrubs. Draped around her neck was an enormous stethoscope. A N95 mask was cupped above the sleeve of her right forearm and remained in place by the two elastic bands attached to the sides of the green respiratory shield. It was the middle of flu season, and the emergency room was packed with coughing, wheezing patients. A new strand of influenza virus was spreading throughout the city and causing panic. It was a deadly contagion which had been an underlying cause of death for many young children, pregnant women, and elderly people in recent months. Dr. Cobra Dillon stopped walking when she heard the derogatory word. She hadn't been called that in years. Most people tried blatantly not to notice her height or her tiny frame. But obviously today was going to be different. Today was going to be another of those unkind days she'd experienced as a young child growing up in Bluebird, Tennessee. It reminded the young surgeon of her first day at high school, when the eyes of the entire school district seemed to be focused on the small freshman. And with that attention came all of the short jokes. The doctor thought briefly about the cruelty she had experienced, and her mother's powerful words came to mind. Those phrases had strengthened and encouraged Cobra when all she wanted to do was run. Those bold words her mother had said rushed back to her as she stopped walking and looked directly into the eyes of the two people talking about her. "Your words are cruel. They hurt. Do you know that?" The teenager didn't seem to know exactly what to say. He fidgeted in his seat and watched to see what the tiny woman was going to say next. "He wasn't trying to be mean," defended the mother. "We don't see a lot of midgets. Not in person. Yeah, they're on TV, in the movies, but not in real life." "This is real life," stated Cobra. "And I am a little person. That's what you call me. Not a dwarf, not a midget." I'm sorry," said the young man apologetically. He seemed to sense the stares of the people all around him in the ER. He suddenly became embarrassed. He felt like something trapped under a glass slide, stained and fixed into place, a specimen anchored down to the bed of a microscope and waiting for its ocular lens to adjust and magnify. The doctor continued to speak. "I can handle that. I can handle everything you say. I've heard them before. But there are children out there who won't know how to deal with your words. So don't be sorry. Just be mindful and cautious. Those words don't describe us. They are offensive." "We meant no harm," repeated the mother. "I did not suggest that he did. I can see that he's young. He's got a lot of learning to do," smiled Cobra softly. "It's just that I want him to know. I want him to think. I just thought I'd let him know the other side of things. We do not like the term midget or dwarf. They're old and demeaning. Small people sounds much nicer, don't you think?" said the plastic surgeon as she continued on her tiny heels and walked away.